vloggers, it's Ray, and I know that it's been a really long time since I last posted, but it's been kind of crazy. I've been traveling a lot for work, and I'm actually going to be home for a little bit, for like a week. So I decided that since it's Sunday, normally I post my vlogs on Sunday, I would like to tell you what's been going on and what's new, and some rants and raves as well. First and foremost, thank you to all the comments that people have left me on Facebook. Ironically, I guess not many people have YouTube subscriptions. I really don't know the phenomenon. Something else that's been new, I have been following a low-carb diet, and I've actually lost about 22 pounds. That was tonight's weigh-in, and I feel great, but I don't really see a big difference, which is okay, I guess. But hopefully it will be, it's still a long road until I actually hit my goal weight, which I won't feel yet until after I've lost the weight, because, but it hasn't been that bad. A lot of times people are like, isn't low carb a little bit hard to do? And I say, at first it was, for the first week it was, but since I was actually traveling, I had access to a lot of restaurants, and surprisingly enough, almost every single restaurant that I went to had a low carb meal, a low carb or no carb meal, and I found some pretty good replacements for things. I don't really crave the bread as much as I thought I would. Sweets have become a little bit of an issue. I've been kind of splurging and getting a couple of the sugar-free stuff, which has some adverse effects. If any of you are familiar with the sugar-free Reese's cups. But aside from that too, traveling, it's made me kind of realize some other things. When I was flying, one of the times when I was flying this past week, I also realized that I don't like to fly, and I fly quite often. I think the hassle of it, you're rushing to get to a gate, to check in luggage. I'm still trying to do the whole don't check in luggage, but when you're away from home for an extended period of time, it gets to be quite difficult, especially when you have so much stuff to bring, for a week and a half or so. But it has been nice. I've been flying home also on the weekends, just so I can have some time to decompress, of course. Some other new things, I bought a guitar, and it's in the other room, and it's been going great. I've been teaching myself guitar with a little video that came with the guitar. Yes, I purchased the guitar and it came with a little video. No, it's been actually pretty fun, and that's where that clip in the beginning came from. It's me trying to jam. I am currently trying to learn the Jason Mraz song, and I'm Yours song, and it's not as hard as what most people would think, but the problem is I'm just not fast enough to hit the chords so that it makes a melody. But it's okay. It's I'm gonna take lessons this summer. That's gonna be my goal. And I was flying home last Friday, and I fly Continental Airlines, and I know I'm one of those people that takes the magazine, but I do get pretty excited because on the cover of the Continental magazine is Kristen Chenoweth. It's a little bit like it's English. Who's one of my favorite actresses. She's appeared in Glee a couple times, and she's appeared in almost every major sitcom that's been out in the past 2 years. And of course, she was popular from Wicked. But the article is great because she's actually coming back to Broadway. So next time I'm in New York, I'm gonna have to check out a Broadway show with Kristen Chenoweth. And I was a little also disappointed to find out that my airline that I fly, Continental, is actually going to be United Airlines soon. And I don't like United Airlines as much. I don't like the whole fact that you have to pay to get like an exit row seat, and you have to pay to get You know, when you're traveling cross country or wherever you're traveling to, it makes it seem like you're getting a great deal by upgrading your ticket, but the reality is they haven't really done anything else with the seats. They haven't done anything else with the space. These are spaces that existed prior. So I am going to be kind of sad. I don't know what that's going to mean for Continental. Maybe that means I won't be able to take my yearly flight to England. Not that, I plan on doing it all the time, and it's not the most comfortable flight. But nonetheless, it's nice to have options. Another thing too that I've come across that I would like to bring up as a concern is text messaging. I have had, well, first of all, don't look at my phone because it's really banged up. This is the phone that I travel with all the time. I have had issues with text messaging and friends and whatnots, and especially with a BlackBerry that has, Messenger. And what's really hard, and I found out one of my biggest pet peeves, is when you're in the middle of a conversation with somebody, like somebody text messages me and says, what's the color of, I don't know, of your car? And I'll text message gray, why? And then they don't respond. It really drives me crazy when people are in mid-text message and they don't respond. I've had this happen to me hundreds, if not thousands of times. And by the way, I actually saw my bill for my cell phone, and last month I text messaged 1,400 times. I guess I text message more than I actually talk on the phone because my cell phone plan is for like 450 minutes or something, and I obviously don't ever come close to hitting those 450 minutes. Rather, I just text message or BBM or just send an email. But anyway, mid-conversation, don't do that. It really, I know I'm not the only person who thinks this way because it's just awful. It's one thing if I never responded, so quickly, but the fact of the matter is I did respond, and then I'll send another message like, again, why, question mark, question mark, question mark, and I don't receive a response. It drives me absolutely insane. It makes me go completely crazy, and I don't know what else to do about it because I've come to the point that people that do that quite often, so if you're one of these people and you're watching this video right now, I will not respond to you as quickly. That's going to be my solution to all of this. But I'm not a hater. I just think that when you text message somebody and then someone text message you back with another question, you should probably answer, even if it's one word, or even if you say, and I've done this before, and I'll say, because I like the color of your car, and then I'll say, I can't really talk, I'm in the middle of something, or like, can't really talk, I'm with people, or I can't talk because I'm at dinner. Whatever the reason be, just consider that. Another thing, I don't know what else to do to get more subscribers to my channel. I know that I'm not that interesting, but I decided that I need to have a theme, and a theme is gonna, I'm gonna always talk about it. So I've come across a couple themes that that I'm thinking about doing. A couple of themes I'm thinking about doing, and one of them is actually, to talk about either like my weight loss progression. Another one is to talk about learning the guitar and the struggles and triumphs with it. And another one is actually I'm thinking about joining a vlog group. So it would be like there's like 5 different people throughout the week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, or sometimes if you're the weekend. And everyone's responsible for posting something, once a week. Now, the problem with this, it's hard to join a vlog group because there are a lot of people who are more experienced than me as vloggers. And the second part is you really have to be dedicated. And I'm going to try, but it is really hard sometimes. So those are my things. I don't know what your suggestions may be. Until then, I will try to post again soon. Hopefully by the end of the week again. I have a pretty eventful weekend coming up, and it's going to be quite nice. And I guess that's pretty much it. So until next time, have a good night, have a great week, and we'll talk soon. Ciao.